You may already know that Super Sentai airs in Korea but with the Power Rangers name, so we have to ask, why, and how did it all start? Well, there actually is quite the history behind this. The first time Sentai aired in Korea was in 1989 with Earth Protector Flashman, albeit in a very heavily edited cut. Until Mighty Morphin was brought over, Korea decided to cut as much Japanese text as possible. It would get so bad that a 22-minute episode would be cut down to 12 minutes. While that would be okay for a quick TV airing, it was bad for video releases, which is a big factor in how Sentai became big in Korea. For one season, you need about 10 VHS tapes that only had about 2 hours worth of content. Despite this, Flashman and more Sentai became very popular. In fact, it was so popular that it got an unofficial sequel with the 1990 film Hero Flashman. However, Sentai has made earlier appearances in the form of bootleg toys. Names were changed, such as the Go Rangers being renamed to codename Rainbow Team, so even though kids didn't know what Sentai was, they were at least getting the toys. The next show that was released after Flashman was Space Commando Bioman in 1991, followed by Warriors of the Light Masked Man in 1992. But it would be a while until kids would see Live Man because 1993 would bring Light Squadron Changeman, the first time that Korea would have a direct translation of the Japanese title. Then the squadron name was dropped in 1994's Peace Warrior Live Man. Korea would finally get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1994 with the Invincible Power Rangers. It would also be the first time where full episodes were shown rather than the cut 12-minute ones. However, they would only air season 1 of Mighty Morphin. Rumor has it that the marketing team thought kids wouldn't want to see the same team for another 2 years. But why Power Rangers? Keep in mind that this is all just speculation. Korea has always been strict about Japanese media. Since Power Rangers was similar to Sentai, at least in terms of multicolored heroes, Korea could just use the Power Rangers footage and not worry about Japanese text appearing. If not Mighty Morphin Season 2, what would come next? Earth Task Force Goggle 5. More rumors say that Goggle 5 was chosen because it was cheap to get the rights for, and the seasons after Jew Ranger, that being Dai Ranger and Kaku Ranger, were considered to be too Japanese for the Korean public, a reason that will be brought up again and again. 1997 wouldn't have anything Sentai or Power Rangers related, but it said that Flashman had a re-release. The next year saw the return of Power Rangers with the dub of Zeo, renamed to Geo Ranger. In a reversal of what Korea usually does, Power Rangers in Space was renamed to Mega Ranger. Yeah, the Power Rangers name was changed to the Sentai name. We're gonna skip ahead to 2003 where Power Rangers Wild Force was released as Power Force Rangers.
This would be the turning point for Power Rangers and Sentai in Korea. The most believed story is that Daewon Media, and I apologize if I'm getting the name wrong, the company that distributes Sentai and Power Rangers in Korea, couldn't afford the high cost that Disney wanted for the rights to air their Ranger shows. However, Daewon already owned the Power Rangers name in Korea, so they just took the Japanese Sentai footage, dubbed over that, and called the resulting show Power Rangers.
Starting in 2004, Abba Ranger would be called Power Rangers Dino Thunder in Korea. Fun fact, Korea would often make a cover song for Sentai and Ranger themes, but an original theme was used this time. 2005's SPD is a little funny in that it combines the Sentai and Ranger names to be Special Police Delta. After that, everything else was pretty straightforward, with the end of its titles having the word Force. Magic Force, Treasure Force, Engine Force, Miracle Force, and Captain Force. Most of you know Super Sentai Hero Getter and how it gave a quick line about every team. Well, Captain Force actually had its own version called Power Rangers Hero Getter, and we apologize for the footage, it's the best we could get. When it comes to the Ranger Hero Getter and Super Sentai and Power Rangers in Korea in general, teams before Flashman were still included, but their names changed constantly, and assume that each name starts with the word Power Rangers. Power Rangers 5 Ranger, Jaka, Battle Fever, Power Man, Sun Vulcan, Dynaman, and Blade Force. Even already established teams had their names changed. When the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie was released in Korea, it was simply titled Power Rangers. Then they were called Power Rangers Dino Rangers and the Ranger Getter. Despite not having a release in Korea, Dai Ranger and Kaku Ranger were called Power Rangers Star Rangers and Ninja Rangers respectively. The whole season of Power Rangers Turbo was released, but the movie was called Power Rangers High Speed and Power Rangers Car Ranger and the Ranger Getter, with Zeo being renamed to Power Rangers O Ranger. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue was originally called Power Rangers Rescue, but was changed to Power Rangers Go-Go 5. Bioman itself was really big in France, so when Masked Man and Live Man was there, they were renamed to Bioman 2 and 3, which is also what they were called in Korea, but not as official titles.
What's interesting to note is that while Kamen Rider Decade's Korean release would cut the episodes and scenes with Kamen Rider Hibiki, they did not cut the 2 crossover episodes with the Shinkengers. This would mark the first time that the Koreans would see the Shinkengers in an adaptation, since it was skipped over in favor of dubbing Gao Ranger in 2010.
Shinkenger was skipped over for being too Japanese again, so Gao Ranger was dubbed as Power Rangers Jungle Force. And remember, America's Power Rangers Wild Force was aired as Power Force Rangers. 2013 and onward gave us Power Rangers Go Busters, Dino Force, Train Force, and Ninja Force. Now, most of us probably know of Korea's first official homemade Sentai sequel, Power Rangers Dino Force Brave. It was made simply because Power Rangers Dino Force, or Kyoryuger, was Korea's most successful season yet, which means more money to be made. But we'll save the history of Dino Force Brave for another time.
2017 is going to see the dub of Zyuohger under the title of Power Rangers Animal Force. They had a cameo appearance at the end of Dino Force Brave, with the Red Ranger of Animal Force actually transforming out of his suit.
But before we end, Den would like to say this. For now, the future is written. All I can hope for is that Korea makes their own full 50-episode Sentai, or we can just keep getting mini-sequels to Sentai shows. I don't know about you all, but Power Rangers Animal Force Beast would be cool, if not creepy because of what K-pop stars they get for it.
Hey guys! It's really cool that Marcos got me to voice all of this, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Of course, if you want to, you can check out my channel.
And a big thank you to Den for all his research and script writing. We couldn't have done it without him.